All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruchakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Brother Quad from the DC camp. Come back at you with another lesson. And I'm entitled it, It's Only Going to Get Worse. All right? And I'm talking about the conditions on the earth, man. You know, this is article here from MiddleEastEye.net. It says the American empire is falling apart, but things can always get worse, and it will get worse, man. You know, the first thing it says is as protests rage over the police killing of George Floyd, inequality and injustice are brutally exposed, right? Because hey, man, that's just something that Esau wanted to hide, and he just can't get away from, man, because it's ingrained in his society, you know, and it's the crime that he committed against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you know, and that's chiefly the reason that this man is about to go down and be judged, man, you know. That's I did a video on it. America's original sin was putting their hands on the apple of the Lord's eye, man. All right, let me get this joint real quick. This is Zechariah 2 in verse 8. It says, For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you touches the apple of his eye. Right. They touched the apple of the Lord's eye, man. It says, For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that Yahweh of hosts have sent me. All right. So, and this is not just an America thing, man. America is like the chief city in this empire. All right, but this whole Edomite supremacy, which is AKA white supremacy, is coming to a close, man. But before that happens, it's going to get worse, because you think that the so-called white man who's been in power this whole time, he's just going to give it up willingly. Now it's going to be a fight, you know. It's going to be a fight, man. Let me get that. This is why he's going to come down with great wrath, like he is. This is Revelation 12 verse 2. It's 12 verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And the word devil means deceiver, and this man has deceived the earth. You know, ever since his so-called Renaissance period, man, when he came into power. You know, this dude has deceived the earth, but the Lord said that that's only going to be for a short time. All right. This is Second Thessalonians. Yeah, Second Thessalonians 2 and verse 5. It says, Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And that's why his shame is showing right now, man. The Most High has made Esau bare, you know, through the mouth of his prophets, and even through Esau's own mouth, man. His tongue is falling upon itself, man. You know, it says, to be revealed in his time. It says, For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Yeah, because during that time, the Romans was on the scene or ruling. All right, the old Roman Empire, and then this is the new Roman Empire, man. All right, whose deadly wound was healed. It was reincarnated as America, man. It's the same spirit. Okay, but it was only for a short time. All right, now I just want to skim through this article. You know, it says the American empire is in decay, but that doesn't mean things can't get worse. Protests that erupted over the police killing of George Floyd, 46-year-old black man, continue to rage across America, and it's not just America. This is a global thing, and this just proves that it's the wicked that's ruling, man. And if there's a righteous power, we know that This man won't rule forever, man. You know, it says each new day sees another chunk of flesh torn from the face. The nations show the world. The nation shows the world, revealing the bone and blood underneath. The inequalities and injustices of the world's richest country are being brutally exposed. Yeah, because they put on this face like he deceived the world, man. Like Satan was turned to an angel of light, but now it's being exposed what he truly is. It says the Capitol is literally on fire, but the responses of both the president and liberal establishment suggest that things will likely get worse before or if they get better. If optimistic Americans were hoping that relief could come at the ballot box, they may be disappointed. November's election offers voters a choice between an old white neo-fascist and an old white neoliberal. Right. You got two options. One guy who's openly racist, then you got another one who's quietly racist, man. But which one is more dangerous? You know? So what's going to happen, man? It says each new day brings images of U.S. police forces that could come straight out of a comic blockbuster depicting authority and dystopia. Because this is a prison planet right now, man. It talks about being devoured by capitalism. That's why another reason why this empire is going down is riches gotten by deceits, man. You know? Oh, I want to read. It was one thing that it said on there I wanted to read. Let me see. Right here. It says unemployment in the U.S. now stands at more than 40 million people. Cars queue for miles to access food banks. Black Americans are dying of COVID-19 at 3 times the rate of their white counterparts. Meanwhile, many of the usual suspects continue to make out like bandits. The country's wealthiest hospitals receive billions in government bailouts. Amazon's CEO Jeff Bezos is billions of dollars richer, even as his warehouse workers protest their conditions. Corporations that engage in color washing or corona washing do much the same thing that Black lives. They publicly decry racism while continuing to be a part of the problem, man. You know? And like the scriptures say, man, who shall rouse them up? At what point is Jake going to get the message, man? Because for all these protests, Jake, and you got a lot of Edomites, which we've been doing videos on. A lot of Edomites is in these protests, man. So Jake thinking that this shit is actually, they hopeful, and some Edomites is hopeful that this Black Lives Matter movement can make some amends and advancements in America, man. Well, that's not going to happen, man, according to prophecy. You know? This is Jeremiah 51 in verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up to the skies. Right. So this place ain't going to be healed because it's pretty much got that. The Lord has given a verdict, man. The verdict has gone down that this place is going to be totally destroyed, man. You know, even against Jake wanting to help continue this place, man, with Esau, man. Because, you know, he think that his house is going to dwell forever. They don't see anything past this rulership, man. But it's going to go down, you know. This judgment is written from the Lord. It's what's another one? You know, it also says that in Revelation 18th chapter, man. It reached up into heaven. That's how great the sin was. Just like in the time when the Lord flooded the whole earth, man. The sin was so great upon the earth, man. It's the same thing with now. And we telling you that there's going to be a new flood of fire coming, man. All right. What's that one that I wanted? Piece of, 1 second. Okay. This is Isaiah 13 in verse, let me see. So Isaiah 13 in verse 19, it says, and Babylon, which is aka America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. See? Just like, you know, one of the reasons why that got destroyed for all this homosexuality, man. You know? So that's another reason why this place is going to go down. And it's going to be like as it was with Sodom and Gomorrah, with ashes and fire and brimstone, man. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and excuse me, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Okay? So this place is going down, man. And nobody can say, there's nothing anybody can do about it, man. Point blank, period. So you got just Al Sharpton, all right, at this guy's funeral talking about some he's been made a martyr, like he was the stone that the builders rejected, like he Yahweh Shai, and it's going to bring up, he says it's going to bring about serious change in America. Yeah, okay, you know, it ain't going to bring about no good. It ain't going to be good. You know, this Jeremiah 6 in verse 14 says, they have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying peace, peace, when there is no peace, because that's what they're trying to say now. Talking about cancel the police and all that. You know, they going you got certain governments making certain gestures, state governments. You know, it says, were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At that time I will visit Salah. At the time that I will visit them, they shall be cast down, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Yeah. So you gonna die like how they gonna die, man? Cause you want shit to get better, but you don't want to follow the Lord, man. You can't have it both ways. All right. That's the thing. Jake wanted both ways. They want to continue to do wickedness, but they also don't. They want peace. Well, the scripture says no peace unto the wicked, man. And the Lord ain't come to bring peace, man. He came to bring division. It said, "What will I if it be already kindled, man?" You know. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. So it's no escaping this, man. You know, and the ones in the spirit of the Lord, we want this place to go down quickly. You know, the righteous cry out day and night to the Lord, man. The just complain continually. All right. Just because Esau covered up the face of the judges don't mean that he can stop prophecy, man. All right. Scriptures say that hey, our people, they gonna get the judgment in this place, man. It's what it say, 1 Peter 4:17. It says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Because these plagues is coming, man. You know? Amos 9:10 says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Yeah, man, I don't know what our people thinking, but Esau gonna come and bring that pain, man. You know? But I got the one about travail upon a woman, right? This is 2nd Esdras 16 verse 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Yeah, you think of when a woman pregnant, just because she want the pain to stop, it's just going to stop and it's just going to get better? Nah, the pain has to come until the baby is born, and that's what's happening in the earth. As you can see, since year 2020, year of prophecy started, man, these contractions has been speeding up, man. which lets you know that we nearer and nearer to that time. Now this is Matthew 24 in verse Matthew 24 and verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." And all these things has been happening, man. Not to mention the race wars. That's how you know. You think it's gonna die down. You see some Jakes being hand to hand with the wicked right now. Well, it's not gonna die down. You had one Edomite talking about some. Well, let's get rid of the police for a month. He said it ain't gonna be no tear gas and rubber bullets, man. He said some bitches like himself, they got the real guns, man. He said, so let's do it. You got back in this article. Look, allegiance to white Christian America, man. The same spirit that put you niggas into slavery. Those are the ones that's out here right now, man. And they daring you to act up. They gonna fight for they rights, man. To be above you, man. Which they believe is their God-given right. You see? It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." And all those things is sent as scourges for a minute, man. For all the wickedness done on this place. So it's not going to get better. It's going to be a lot more death, man. You know? It says, "All these are the beginning of sorrows." When we look up that word sorrows, man.
Strong's G 5604, Odin.
Odin, it says the pain of childbirth, travail, pain, birth pains, intolerable anguish, in reference to the dire calamities, precede the advent of the Messiah. Meaning, these dire calamities, these serious calamities that's going to come before the Lord comes, man. And the Lord's going to do all these things before he visits the earth, man. It's that uproars of the people we in the world. That's what we seeing. He's about to visit the earth which he made. And when the Lord comes to visit it ain't going to be nice, man. And Yahweh Shai himself, he's coming with vengeance in his heart. You know? It's going to get so bad to where, hey, man, the Lord's going to have to lift up a standard and protect us, man. So I'm going to close on this, man. I don't want it to be too long. You know? But this is a cool article. This is, the last one is, Daniel 12 verse 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that is found written in the book." And guess what? Not all of our people, not all of you so-called Negroes, not all of you so-called Latinos, not all of you so-called Native Americans is written in that book, man. You know? And it's going to be so bad, as where I say, even if the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. You know, if the Lord didn't cut the days short, then guess what? There will be no flesh saved. So that's how bad it's going to get here, man. You know, and all these other nations, they're going to go to themselves. They're going to go to their other nations, man. You know, to their own nations. All right, when things get bad, man. But that's what's coming on the planet Earth, man. It's a time worse than slavery, a time worse than Jim Crow, all that, man. You're about to really see the evil that's in this place because of the iniquity, the love of many shall wax cold, man. You know? So, you know, this is just and we, brothers that's in this, we know what's coming, man. But a lot of you going to get caught as a thief in the night, man. You know, we doing our job. We warning the people. We trying to prepare you for the battle, man. Lord's will,